Well, the hurricane response and dock workers strike, just some of the economic issues that could impact the election, giving Vice President Harris another hurdle to the White House. She continues on the campaign trail heading into the weekend, including in Michigan, where she's slated to give speeches in Detroit and Flint today. Detroit, of course, home to the American auto industry, one that may feel the effects of a prolonged war in the Middle East. Correspondent Kellie Meyer is live for us at the White House. Kellie, how could these issues play into the election for Kamala Harris?
Yeah, it's a good question as we get into these final weeks. So if you go and fill up at the gas station today, chances are it's going to be cheaper than 1 month ago and even cheaper than that compared to 1 year ago. But the concern here is with the ongoing tensions between Iran and Israel that this could disrupt oil shipments. We're already seeing the cost of crude oil going up. It's up 10% over the past month. But you might not see the impact of what's happening overseas for another 2 to 3 weeks at your gas pump. Now, Biden said the U.S. was discussing with Israel the possibility of Israeli strikes on Iran's oil infrastructure. Here's what he had to say about that. Take a listen.
Would you support Israel striking Iran's oil facilities, sir?
We're discussing that. I think that would be a little, anyway.
The price of benchmark crude oil shot up by 5% immediately after those off-the-cuff comments. So Biden just released a statement as well talking about the economy. He talked about that September jobs report. He called it good news for American workers and families. More than 250,000 new jobs in September and unemployment back down at 4.1%. And as we talk about the impact on the economy and on the election, there's a new poll this week showing Harris is seeing a surge in enthusiasm among women on the economy. It found that 51%, you see there, of women trust Harris to address inflation as well as the high cost of gas and groceries. Some 37% said the same of her GOP rival, former President Donald Trump. But overall, as we've been traveling across the battleground states and the blue wall states, Trump still holds an advantage over Harris on the economy, which is the top issue for voters as we hit the campaign trail. Nichole.
Well, speaking of hitting the campaign trail, the Harris campaign bringing out the big names just shy of a month until that election, talking about former President Barack Obama. He will be joining her at several events. What more do we know?
Yeah, and you could tell that they are focusing a lot on Pennsylvania with the first stop for the former president. He's going to be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, kicking off his battleground state sweep for Kamala Harris. They have known each other for about 20 years as she was supporting him in the early days of his Senate career and his 2008 race for the presidency as well. He is going to be out there supporting her in the final stretch, the final 27 days or so in these extremely important battleground states. But you notice with him starting in Pennsylvania that maybe they are concerned about the recent polling that we're seeing there. Harris last week was up a little bit, and now it's getting closer to Trump. It's getting to be an even tighter race than it was just a week ago. So they're really focusing on that state. I know we pay attention to it a lot. We're just coming back from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania this morning, where we saw the Pennsylvania Senate debate last night. It's interesting the Democratic Senate candidate there is ahead by many more points than Harris is ahead of Trump. So we're seeing a tighter race for the president in that state, and we'll see former President Obama there next Thursday. We're hearing from the campaign. Nichole.
Yeah, we'll see if it makes a difference. All right, Kellie Meyer live for us there in Washington. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.